What I bought? A new Blink Mini 2K Plus smart security camera. What I got? 2K clarity sharp enough to see every detail of home when I'm away. Plus audio like I'm in the room, not with my bestie traveling to another city. Plus easy plug-in setup to install faster than skipping through podcast ads. But you'd never skip ads, right? Plus, I got all of this for just $49.99. Blink Mini 2K Plus. Mini camera, max performance. Shop now at amazon.com/blink.
I'm always looking for ways to show my cat how much I love her. And with Fancy Feast gems, I can pamper her whenever I want with a savory gravy on top of a gourmet mousse pâté. The pyramid shape makes serving simple, so all I have to do is peel and plate to make mealtime feel extra fancy. And with 2 entrees in every pack, it's easy to turn every day into the extraordinary. Fancy Feast gems.
The daughter, who's how old?
14.
Had the nerve to use a couch as a couch. And your phone that you had precariously perched on an arm without a cover fell and cracked, and that's the cause of this problem between 2 people who've known each other for 17 years. Have I got it?
Yep. Yes.
This is the plaintiff, Patricia Goldstein. She says the defendant, her friend of 17 years, agreed to host her daughter's bridal shower, then turned around and changed her mind after they got into a fight. She went to great expense on the invitations. Her longtime friend isn't a friend anymore, and she's suing for the $600 she's most positively owed. This is the defendant, Diane Forquinon. She says the plaintiff's dog and daughter broke her cell phone, and the plaintiff refused to pay for it to be fixed. They got into a big knockdown, drag-out fight, and since the plaintiff refused to pay for her phone, she refused to host the bridal shower. Now, the plaintiff has the unmitigated gall to sue her. She's flabbergasted by the plaintiff's actions, and in case the plaintiff was wondering, she feels the same way. Their friendship is kaput. She's accused of fouling up a friendship. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $532.25 for the cost of a new phone and some ice cube trays.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Millian in our forum, the People's Court.
Please seated. Come to order, please. There's no pain. There is no pain in my foot. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you. Patricia Goldstein, you are suing Diane how do I pronounce your name?
Forquinon, Your Honor.
Forquinon for $600 in damages that you say you have sustained as a result of her pulling out of hosting a baby shower for your daughter?
Bridal
shower for your daughter. Let me not put the cart before the horse. And
Please.
You are counterclaiming against her and her children for the cost of a new phone and some ice cube trays. Tell me what's going on.
Diane came to my house to stay for the weekend.
How long had you two known each other?
17 years.
Okay, so you've been friends a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had to run out and do some errands. She stayed with my children. And I got this frantic phone call that my children and my dog broke her phone.
How did they supposedly break your phone?
It got knocked off of the couch where we were sitting, and the screen got smashed.
Where was it on the couch?
It was on the arm of the couch next to me. Her daughter was sitting on the other end of the couch.
What was it doing on the arm of the couch?
I had it next to me in case Patty called while she was out because I was with her kids.
Did it have a phone case?
It did not.
What kind of phone was it?
It was a Samsung Blaze, Galaxy Blaze.
And what's that phone cost?
The cost of the phone for a refurbished phone, because I do no longer sell my phone, is $391.05.
And how did the phone break?
It got knocked off the arm onto the hardwood floor, and the screen smashed.
What did she do?
Her daughter pulled the dog up onto the couch with her on the opposite side of where she was sitting, and between the two of them jumping on the couch, the phone fell on the floor.
Okay, so if I understand it, the daughter, who's how old?
14.
Had the nerve to use a couch as a couch. And your phone that you had precariously perched on an arm without a cover fell and cracked, and that's the cause of this problem between two people who've known each other for 17 years. Have I got it?
Yep.
Yes.
And I was told because I wouldn't pay for her phone, she wasn't going to host the bridal shower.
So she's upset at you. She's upset that the phone is broken. The two of you go to a store.
Right.
And so you go to the store, and what happens?
They said it was $120.
And you say?
I would pay half.
And because what?
Of friendship.
Okay.
Strictly friendship, no other reason.
But did you ever say to her, look, it's not my daughter's fault, or, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did she say?
Oh, at the store, she said no because her parents are away and she didn't want to be without a phone at that time. And then she called me up the following day. She said, you know, I thought about it, I slept on it, and I don't feel that I should have to pay anything. You should pay the whole thing. And at that point, I said...
Is that accurate? She offered to pay half, and you told her she
did offer to pay half, and I said I did not know where I was coming up with the additional $60 to pay for a phone that I did not break. And I did not...
You don't think you broke it?
No, Your Honor.
You put your phone without a case on the arm of a sofa, and what did the child do wrong? I know your phone broke. What did the child do wrong?
Was this wide.
Okay, but what did the kid do wrong? She sits on the sofa with the dog, pulls the dog up, and the dog maybe, I guess, hops on. And that's how little it took for your phone without a cover to fall off the arm. Maybe it shouldn't have been on the arm.
Perhaps it shouldn't, Your Honor. But I
think so.
I didn't feel
so
that
then
it
what
was an
happens?
issue
She turns around and she tells you that she's not going to host your daughter's bridal shower?
It's in the text.
You have it in your phone so I can see the text back and forth? That's kind of what I like to do, get it in context.
I have it in my phone, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll make sure that it's the same.
I don't know if it's at the exact point there.
And if you don't mind, thank you. Defendant.
I do not want, this is from you. I do not want to take the step, but if the issue of payment for my phone broken by your daughter and dog is not resolved before November 16th with some sort of plan for payment on the repairs, I will be forced to take you to small claims. I will also not be able to host the bridal shower here at my complex. The bridal shower is going to be hosted at her, what's her complex?
She lives with her parents, and in the complex, there's like a party room there.
I will send you the ice cube trays you requested I purchased for the event that you would reimburse me for when that is paid as well. That is $7. I think I may have been able to find a way to replace my phone with a used one for like $90 instead of $120. I'm trying to work with you. I just want to get this resolved so I can get my phone fixed without having to go any further. You finally respond to her November 5th. You threaten me with court. You bug me to pay for a phone I didn't break. Then you say I should respect you and our long friendship. Are you kidding? The day to resolve this, when I was being kind to you out of friendship, that ship has long sailed since then.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So why do long, good friendships blow up over stupid things?
Very long resentments. Resentments that have been building for decades.
Do you have a good friend who you just don't have any resentment toward?
No.
Wow. Wow, what do you think?
Yes, I do.
No. Okay, but no. But why do you think they blow up over dumb, stupid things?
Well, no, I don't want to answer that question right now.
Well, and I'm not okay. I won't try to pressure you. Why?
Because people don't know how to communicate when something like that happens.
That's a good one. Okay, there you go. We're inside the courtroom.
Every parent I've spoken to said they would immediately have offered to pay to fix the phone. You are, as a parent, legally responsible for what your children do. Okay, interesting. What are you suing for? You're suing for $90 for the invitations, because now that she's pulled out of hosting the bridal shower, you have to hold it somewhere else.
Right.
And so the original invitations that you paid, prove to me you paid $90 for invitations with that address on it.
This is the invitation, and this is the receipt. I did make an error, though. It was $78. I apologize.
Yeah, that's what I saw. So show me the receipt.
It's
okay.
right.
All right, so that was $78. And then why would, if she reimbursed you, if I ordered her to reimburse you for that, if I found that that was inappropriate, one thing has nothing to do with the other, she made a commitment and she should have followed through, okay, if I say that, why would she pay for both the original invitations and new invitations? Then you'd have gotten invitations for free.
Right, no, I understand that. I thought I already
so
laid
you can't
out.
sue for both. And then the cost of securing a new venue, why would she have to pay for that?
Because I have to pay, I have to now try to find another place.
Well,
in a
yeah,
short
that's
amount of
unfortunate.
time.
I mean, but that could always happen. I mean, look, if you had paid some money to the complex and now you can't get those fees back, yeah, those are damages.
Right.
But You have a counterclaim against her and her children for $532.25. $523 of it, the cost of a new phone. Mm-hmm. I guess we've been over that. And the cost of ice cube trays. What ice cube trays are we talking about?
These are specialty ice cube trays she asked me to pick up to make ice for the party. And I was told I would be reimbursed.
I never got them.
I understand.
I didn't give them to her because I was
supposed to. The party already passed, or is it prospective?
No, it's passed.
And did it already happen?
No, I couldn't have it.
You didn't have any party?
No.
Oh.
I have to reschedule.
Do you want the ice cube trays?
No.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Have we pretty much packaged it up in a little ribbon? 17 years of somebody's friendship? Seriously? How many friends do you have whose house you stay over as a guest on the weekend where this kind of happens?
I've never had anything like this happen, Your Honor. And that's kind of why I was so upset with the whole thing. It's not the first time that things happen with Patty.
Have you ever had a phone break?
I've had a phone break, yes.
Okay, if you have, then why do you have a phone without a cover?
I honestly do not have that kind of cash that's been on a phone cover right now.
But more importantly, why wouldn't you take better care of the phone? How do you not think this is your fault for leaving it in a bad spot?
Honestly, Your Honor, because her daughter was sitting on the other end of the couch. I had originally been sitting next to her.
What did the kid do wrong? She went like that for her dog, and her dog jumped on.
They knocked the phone down and broke it.
No, they caused the sofa to vibrate, and then your phone fell off. And over that, you got this high and mighty about the whole thing to the point where you're punishing her other daughter and saying, that's it, I'm pulling out. Now you can't have a party I offered to have. How do you ever justify pulling the party into it?
It was more than that, Your Honor. It was what else happened, transpired that weekend.
Tell me about
forced me to get to that point. She has an older son. He's in his 20s. I honestly don't remember how old he is. He came home,
27.
decided he wanted to bake cookies, and he started baking cookies, and there was something burnt in the bottom of the oven. I'm an asthmatic. Her son was baking the cookies, and the house was filling with smoke and fumes. And she originally told him to stop baking the cookies. He's saying it's no big deal. The smoke will clear out before Patty's husband, Steve, gets home, who's also an asthmatic. And I said, well, I'm an asthmatic. I can't be breathing this in at all, either. And I said to him, I don't want to end up in the emergency room because you want to make cookies. And he starts screaming at me, how dare you come in my house, curse at me in front of my girlfriend, refused to stop baking the cookies. I had to go outside the home at night in the damp coldness in just a sweatshirt, not prepared for the dampness and the coldness, and ended up ill from the fumes.
Why didn't you put a coat on?
I didn't have a coat with me, Your Honor, because I was supposed to be in their house.
Weekend.
It was warm enough during the day that I need a sweatshirt. We were going to be indoors at night. I did not bring a coat with me. I just had a sweatshirt.
Is this the first time you have her stay over for the weekend?
No, but it's the last.
And I ended up ill, and then her son is going on Facebook and posting nasty messages on my page under her name. This is why I said, if you can't resolve this phone issue, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm doing you a favor by hosting this bridal shower at my complex. If you can't resolve this issue, I'm not going to host the bridal shower. She refused to speak to me in any way. How can I host a bridal shower when she refuses to speak to me?
Okay, all right. How many friends do you each have that you've known for 17 years?
I have quite a few that I've known longer than that, Your Honor.
2, 3, not many.
I don't know how many I have that I've known for 17 years.
It's a long time.
We didn't speak for quite some time in the middle, Your Honor, because she used to take advantage of me for free babysitting, and I stopped speaking to her for a while. We just recently got back in touch and started hanging out again.
That didn't work out so well, though, did it?
No, it did not. It was a mistake.
I got to tell you, you're wrong. You're wrong. This, under no way, shape, or form is this her daughter's fault. And that was the first thing that set this all on fire, was your attitude about how she had to pay because her daughter broke your phone. Her daughter didn't break your phone. You put your phone in a stupid place without a phone cover. That arm is not for phone holding. That arm is for the sofa, and that sofa is in a house where there are kids and dogs. And the kids and dogs are allowed to use the sofa in their house when you're a guest without worrying about where you have perched your phone. You are wrong. So that means that the original invitations that are useless because they have the wrong place on them, she is going to have to reimburse you for, to the tune of $78.21. That's it on your claim against her, on her claim against you. 0, you are the proud owner of 7 ice cube trays. Okay?
Here comes the defendant out here. You do have the ice cube trays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so stepping a little closer, how are you feeling coming out of the courtroom?
I think that the judge was wrong, that the daughter did break my phone regardless of where it was perched, but At this point, I'm just happy it's over.
It's kind of sad for everybody.
It is.
I'm sure for you. How does
It's
it feel
sad
for you?
to lose a 17-year friendship over something this ridiculous. But this is not the first time she's taken advantage of me. She stole things, put them in my bag, and I would have been responsible if she had gotten caught just that weekend.
You want this friendship back at some point?
No, I do not, because clearly she cannot be trusted and her character is in question. And I cannot be friends with someone whose character I don't trust.
Then why are you crying?
Because it hurts to have this happen this long.
All right. Good luck. Right down this way. All right, step on in here and tears from her.
Yeah, I saw that. Kind of phony
Why do you say that?
because of everything that she's put me through. All the text messages and the phone calls and...
You were friends for 17 years.
Yes.
Aren't you sorry to see it end over something like this?
I mean, I am, but I have no control over it.
You done with her?
Yep.
Okay, Harvey.
Bottom line here, you're not responsible for breaking somebody else's property if there's no negligence, which means basically carelessness. And here, there was no negligence over breaking the phone. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by eBay. Buying parts for your car? You'll know that will it work feeling. But on eBay, buying parts is different. eBay's free returns means if it doesn't fit, or if it isn't what you expected, you just print a label, drop it off, and get your refund fast. No haggling, no stress, and at least 30 days to return any eligible item. Millions of parts, free returns. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
This is the plaintiff, Susanna D'Angelo. She says she's known the defendant for 45 long years, and she recently traveled with him to Puerto Rico for a vacation. Everything was charged on her credit card. The defendant was supposed to reimburse her after the trip, but hasn't. After all these years of friendship, here they are in court. She's suing for $403, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, Kenneth Zion. He says the accommodations the plaintiff secured for their trip were subpar, to say the least. The condo was filthy. His bedroom didn't even have a proper bed in it. And he feels the plaintiff lied to him because she told him they were staying in a nice, clean place. He was appalled, left the very next day, and definitely doesn't owe the plaintiff a penny. He's accused of letting down a longtime friend. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $400 for monies paid.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. These litigants were friends for 45 years. That is until they took a trip to Puerto Rico and the defendant stiffed the plaintiff. But the defendant says the plaintiff rented a filthy condo and lied when she said the place was going to be clean. It's the case of stinky Puerto Rico condo.
Thank you, Douglas. Susanna D'Angelo?
Yep.
You are suing Kenneth Zion for $403 that you say he still owes you on a trip that the two of you took together. You are counterclaiming against her $400 that you want returned to you that you paid. Okay, what's going on?
Well, I travel a lot alone, and I've known Kenny for 45 plus years, or minus years. And recently I had hooked up talking to him, and he had said he wanted to go to Puerto Rico. He had been going to the Dominican Republic with some of his friends, and I had been going to Puerto Rico. So we went to Puerto Rico. I put the charge.
Okay. Was this romantic?
No. No, strictly friends.
Okay. Are you married?
Yes.
Okay. Is that your husband?
Yes.
Okay. Why are you going to Puerto Rico with some other guy?
Because I've known him for like about 45 years.
Oh, I'm going to try that on my husband. First, I got to find a guy that I've known for 45 years, and then I'm going to try that on my husband.
We don't have a problem with that.
Why aren't you vacationing with your husband? Why aren't you taking your husband to Puerto Rico? Why?
I don't get around too well, Your Honor, so I have no problem with Susan.
I'd much rather travel alone.
Oh my goodness, a poor fellow. I don't get along too well. I have no problem. I'd much rather travel alone. How long have you two been married?
Not sure. Since '91.
Oh my goodness.
But I've done, I've traveled all of Europe by myself backpacking, so I've quite experienced, and I prefer to travel that way because I don't need no more luggage than I already have.
You're calling your husband luggage? Get rid of this woman. I'm telling you, she's outlived her utility. She calls you luggage.
It's so much easier, trust me.
Than traveling with your loved one? Yeah, I know there's sacrifices involved in a marriage. Doesn't it stink? Yeah. Yeah, you're astounding me. I'm like,
I guess.
All right, Miss D'Angelo. So you decide you're going to go to Puerto Rico with this fellow. Your husband's perfectly fine with it.
Yes.
And then what happens?
And
why are you fronting all the money if he's such an experienced traveler?
Well,
he didn't have it?
We had to pay. We rented a condo.
Did he pick out the condo with you?
No.
Okay.
But
he just trusted you to pick it out?
I guess, yeah.
He didn't ask to see the place or to have a hand in choosing it. He just said, okay, no. I'm in on half of whatever you pick out.
Right, because the Hilton's right across the street from this condo. I felt it. I had always been staying at the Hilton, and I don't know, in 2010, I think I stayed there for 2.5 months, and then in 2011...
Wait, you left your husband for 2.5 months to stay at the Hilton in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
And you had no problem with that?
None at all.
Do you have a brother? All right, so go on.
At any rate, the location was...
You know the area.
The area was right there.
So, okay. Did you purchase his airline ticket?
Yes.
And what agreement did you arrive with him about who was paying for what?
Well, we both paid for the condo.
Okay.
Okay, because he didn't want to stay at the Hilton. And then he had said that he wanted to have as much cash with him as he could. And so what I charged his plane ticket on my charge
How much
card.
is a plane ticket?
It came out to $403.
And so did he ever pay you the plane ticket?
No.
Things did not go well.
Right.
You arrive in Puerto Rico and what happens?
We get inside the condo. It's a 2-bedroom. And it wasn't even up to par for me because the people that owned it, they just kind of like left some of their personal belongings around, opened up the refrigerator. There was some food in there.
Hadn't been cleaned?
No.
Okay.
All right. So I called the owner, and he told me he was going to send maid service in to have it done.
And did he?
Yes.
Okay. But what did the defendant do?
First, he asked me, and we need to find someplace else to live because this is not.
How long were you guys going to stay there?
It was from September 13th to October 30th. Yeah. I mean,
a month and a half?
September. What?
How long were you going to stay? What are you asking him for? You consider him luggage. Answer my question. How long were you going to spend at that condo? You don't know?
Yeah.
A week, 2 weeks, 5 weeks?
2 weeks and 3 full weekends.
Okay.
Okay.
So what happens? What goes wrong?
I called the owner. He said he was sending in a cleaning lady, and Kenny still didn't want to have anything to do with it, so he said, we got to go check a couple other places out. I had another phone number for another lady that I had met there before, and she had some apartments. We went and looked at the apartments. They weren't good enough for him. He didn't like the bedroom that he was going to be staying in.
Why not?
Because there was bunk beds.
Bunk beds?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
why didn't you like the bunk beds, Mr. Zion?
They were too big, bulky bunk beds with no linen, and there was a big table with no chairs. There was a filthy bathroom. The place was despicably dirty, Your Honor. May I speak for a minute?
Sure.
When we first went to the condominium, going up the elevator, I said, gee, Sue, if the foyer and the elevators is this dirty, I can only imagine what the condo's going to look like. We go into the condo, we open the door, and we get this warm breeze of terrible odor.
Ew.
Went into the kitchen, the counters, food, dirty dishes, the floor sticky, the refrigerator inside and out, old food, old half-open drinks. Go into the living room, a big window that overlooked a parking lot and a row of trees that I believe was supposed to be the ocean view.
You gotta use your imagination.
The beautiful beach, was some small little beach that was attached to the Hilton. When she went into the main bedroom, there's like a broken lantern, a fan or something, and the cord was coming across, and we both agreed, you gotta
Okay,
be
the place
careful because
stinks,
it
I
could
got
be
it.
alive.
But what I don't understand, the bunk beds bothered you, why? You can say it.
I'm a grown man, I really don't want to be sleeping in bunk
I
beds.
can't, don't you laugh, I can't hear what he's saying. Cut it down, what'd you say? Go ahead, you can say it, it's in the answer to your complaint. Go ahead.
If I was to bring company home, it'd be kind of hard to say, well, you sleep up there, honey, and I'll sleep down here.
If I do bring a lady friend, where am I gonna put her? All right, but why is you're leaving her, okay. According to her, you already paid for the condo. It's both of your problems, and maybe you two should try to get some recourse against the owners who charged you that money. But why won't you pay your airline fee?
I felt, Your Honor, it was her responsibility to cover her own surety that it was a nice, clean, beautiful apartment that she portrayed to me. I'm assuming.
But you didn't sublet the apartment from her. You guys are friends, and you left in her hands to get the place, and then it turned out to be disappointing for both of you. Mostly you, if you have the bunk beds. You didn't have the bunk beds, right?
No.
No, cowgirl, you got the room with the full bed? Okay.
But I did offer to change rooms.
According to you, he went across the road to the Hilton, and what happened there?
I was showing Kenny around where I stay because I want to show him something, and he was off talking to a woman. And then we went into the lobby of the Hilton, and he was looking at some T-shirts, and he said, those are cute. And I said, yeah, but who are you going to buy it for? Because it was pink. And he said, the girl outside, it's her birthday today.
Okay.
And that was pretty much it. He went and bought it and brought it out to her, and I said, well, how'd you make out? And he goes,
Okay, so you think he just didn't like the action?
I don't think, yeah, I think he was looking for a lot more.
Okay.
Than that.
Whatever happened with the place? Did you stay for the 2 weeks? Did they send somebody to clean?
Yes.
How soon did they send somebody to clean?
Within 2 days.
Okay. Shouldn't have taken that long.
Okay, so she has known this guy for 45 years. She goes to Puerto Rico with him and does not take her husband. Is that weird?
Yes, that's very weird. I think that maybe she's liked him all this time.
Yeah, but you know what? For 45 years, seriously?
You know, to have a platonic friend after the age of 8 is sort of unnatural.
God, I hope you said platonic and not botanic.
Platonic.
Oh, good. What do you think?
I agree. Men and women oftentimes can't have successful platonic relationships.
Can they ever?
Yes, but rarely.
Okay, interesting. We had a big argument in my other office about that, going inside the courtroom.
So you're not paying her for airfare because you feel that it was her responsibility to get a better place. I don't know if I'm buying that because, you know, you guys are friends and then you ended up having her. I mean, did you look at what she was renting or did you just delegate it?
Your Honor, she portrayed to me that it was a beautiful condominium right across from the Hilton.
Did you look at it on the website?
There was no photo. I was never offered photographs of it.
Was there a website?
No.
Okay. And how did you pick out this place?
Because there was a girl that I met, and her dad owned a condo across the street. So I called her up and asked them if they wanted to rent it, and they said sure, on the lagoon.
And you didn't ask for pictures or anything?
No, because I had no reason not to believe her. I had already been in one of the units.
Did she ever tell you that this was an ocean view?
No, it's a lagoon view.
And was there a lagoon view?
Yeah. The lagoon's there, and then there's a whole bunch, you know, a little row of trees, but you can still see all the water.
All right, I guess what you're saying is...
I have pictures of the condo.
Yeah, let me see it.
Yeah. I'm ready, I think. This is actually when we first got there.
Okay.
This was the food that was in the refrigerator.
Well, I left you some Corona.
No, they did. Thank God. There's the dining room set, and off to the right, you'll see the glass doors. And the the glass windows are looking out over the lagoon there. That was the bedroom, the front bedroom. But you can see at the ceiling where the fan is, there's a wire that was hanging down, and there's the living area.
How much are you paying for this place?
It was $850 from
2.5
September
weeks?
13th. Yeah.
Pay the lady, will you?
Yeah.
$403 verdict for the plaintiff. On your counterclaim for $400 to get your money back that you paid her, the answer is no.
I can't speak.
No, you're done. You spoke already. The problem with this is very simple.
No, it isn't.
You guys are pals. She's not a travel
she's not my
agency.
pal.
And if it didn't work out, then make it your business to figure out where you're staying. But you can't stiff her on the airfare because you're unhappy about the room that you should have looked into a little bit more. It was dirty. It shouldn't have been dirty.
It was filthy.
That's solved with a cleaning lady, not with you
Uninhabitable.
canceling the trip and making her pay for the whole thing. Verdicts for the plaintiff.
All right, so come on in here and tell me how you feel about this outcome. You had more to say that would have changed the outcome?
I didn't get to say anything. It's despicable.
What did you need to say
she portrayed to me, it was an immaculate, beautiful beach views and beautiful beaches. It was none of that. The apartment was despicably filthy.
Yeah, no,
it's wrong.
You did say that.
She should have heard that, but she didn't hear it.
She heard it. She said the way you resolved the problem was wrong. It should have been resolved a different way other than sticking her with the bill.
I left. I'm not responsible for something that was portrayed to me incorrectly. She basically lied to me, told me about a beautiful place that wasn't beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, this way, sir. All right, so come on in here and that's not a happy customer there.
No, and I didn't think he was going to be, because that's the way he is.
Your old friend?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the way he always is?
He's like that when it pertains to money, yeah. And I've known him for that long, and he hasn't changed.
No. How are you letting her go on vacation with other guys, boy?
I fully trust my wife. She's a strong woman. She travels well alone. She does better at it than I do.
Harvey?
You know, the defendant could have solved this problem by cleaning the damn place. That'll do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
This is the plaintiff, Richard Sidnor. He says he purchased a 2000 Cadillac from the defendant, who he met through a mutual friend, and the lady sold him a car with a bad engine. That's right, the dealer told him he needed a brand new engine, and when he called the defendant to complain, the woman said, "What do you want me to do? I already spent the money on a new driveway." Huh? He's suing for $3,838.73, the amount he's out. This is the defendant, Barbara Pallas. She says the plaintiff tried to return the car to her 22 days after he purchased it. And who knows what he did to it. She never had any issues with the car while it was in her possession. She's no fool, has been around the block a few times and knows she owes the crazy plaintiff zilch. She's accused of getting catty over a caddy.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says he bought a bum Cadillac from the defendant. The defendant said he didn't complain for 3 weeks, so anything could have happened. It's the case of Cadillac.
Douglas, Richard
Sidnor.
Sidnor.
Yes.
You are suing Barbara Pallas for $3,838.73. The amount that you paid her for a Cadillac you bought from her, plus some repairs that you ended up having to do, plus your registration, because you want out and you want her to pay for all of that and return the car. Tell me what happened.
Well, I had met Barbara Pallas through a mutual friend. And the mutual friend, I want to say that I'm an independent contractor. I do work for him. And I told him
What kind of work?
I do construction work and things of that nature. But I told him that there was a car down the street that I wanted to purchase. And he said, Barbara's selling a car like that as well. So he contacted Barbara and made arrangements for me to go by there and see the car. And I spoke to Barbara. And, you know, of course, I looked at the car and I asked her, you know, was anything wrong with the car? And, of course, she said no.
Did you test drive it?
No, I didn't test drive.
You bought a car without test driving?
Yes.
And it's a what year car?
It's a 2000 Cadillac DeVille.
Okay.
And
so you bought a 13-year-old car without test driving it?
Yes, I did.
Did you take it? I take it if you couldn't be bothered to test drive it, you didn't take it to a mechanic.
No. Well, I mean, what I do is, as you see from these pictures here, what I do is I, look a car over and I'm
You have
pretty,
magic eyes.
pretty well versed in mechanics.
How'd that work out for you? I'm pretty well, I can do it with my eyeballs. I go like this, and my X-ray vision tells me things. Are you a mechanic?
No.
Okay, so maybe you should have a mechanic look at a used car that you're going to pour. How much did you pay for it?
$3,400.
$3,400 into. Maybe that $100 in a mechanic would be a good idea.
Yes.
All right. Who's the fellow with you?
His name is Joshua Worster. He was there when I purchased the car. Matter of fact, he registered the car for me.
Is he an employee, a friend? What?
He's a friend of mine.
Okay, so go on.
Well, I just want to say that Bruce, our mutual friend, she incorporated him to be our mediator, and we did the deal over Bruce's house.
Right.
And once the deal was done, she said, I don't want you to move the car until you put plates on it. So, of course, I had Josh register the car.
Why is Josh? Why is that? Of course, I want a Josh. Like what?
Yeah.
Why is Josh
because
running around doing
all the time. I work all the time, and he, he wasn't working, and he said, "I'll register the car for you."
Okay, so you bought the car, and what went wrong?
Because on the 20th, after I bought the car on the 19th, on the 20th, when I put the plates on, I drove the car to work the next day, and it overheated.
Okay.
And so I took it to the mechanic that day. He looked and he tried to change the thermostat, and that cost me some money.
Okay, and that was on the 20th of what?
That was the 21st of August.
21st of August. And
Yes.
when did you buy the car?
On the 19th.
Okay, go on.
And
can I see the paperwork from the sale of the car?
I don't have the paperwork.
Is there any paperwork for the sale of the car? No. All right, can I see the paperwork from the repair of the car?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you pay with a check or cash?
Cash.
Okay.
Cash.
And did you get a receipt for cash?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
But you saw it. You saw the cash with your eyeballs, so it's emblazoned. Okay. Thermostat, $29 plus labor, $135. Did you call her on the 21st?
No, I didn't call her on the 21st.
So you didn't really see it as something that was her fault or her lie on the 21st. When's the first time you actually call her?
I called her after I took it to Cadillac, and they said that I needed a new engine.
And that was when?
That was on the 9th, I think, of September.
Okay, may I see something from Cadillac on the 9th of September?
Okay. I want to say, Your Honor, since she had incorporated Bruce as our mediator, he was the one I called, and I told him, the situation, and he said, Ricky, why don't you take it to Cadillac and let's see what they say.
Okay, so what is this piece of pink paper? What is that?
That's the paper stating that the engine, to repair the engine would be $5,000.
Oh, so it's an estimate?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
And according to the Cadillac folks, your engine runs hot, so replace it.
Yes, ma'am. It's internal. Like you can't, see it from. It's not leaking or anything.
So okay, now let me ask you a question. Was there anything wrong with this car when you sold it to him?
No, nothing.
My understanding is that you had replaced something in it recently.
Radiator.
The radiator.
Right.
And when had you replaced it?
June 22nd.
Okay. Do you have the paperwork from when you replaced the radiator? Radiator, tomato. So according to you, when's the first time you hear from him saying, I want my money back?
September 9th.
September 9th.
Right.
Okay, and you had sold him the car when?
I believe it was the 19th he picked the car up.
Right. And you don't hear from him at all
until
in those 20-something days?
Yes. No.
And when he calls you, what does he say?
He said, I said, hi, Rich, how you doing? I figured he was going to say the car is great, all that. He says.
The car misses you.
Yes. So he says, no, that's
Can't be a good thing that he's calling.
No. So he said, that's why I'm calling, because there's something wrong with the car. So he brought it to Caddy or whatever he told me, and that he wanted his money back. I said, you want your money back? It's 22 days. I said, I can't do that. I can't give you money back. He said, well, then I'll see you in court.
Okay. And what are the papers that you're going to show me?
This is some maintenance that I've always had done on the car, and I think the radiator's in there too.
Okay. So let me ask you, Mr. Seidnor, what would give you the right to return the car?
Okay, the plaintiff buys this car, 13 years old, and never has it checked. Does anybody think that's not stupid? Anybody here think that's not stupid? That's what I thought, going inside the courtroom.
What she's saying is true, but because Bruce was the mediator, what I later found out was that Bruce is her brother-in-law.
Okay.
And he said, Ricky, he informed me that he had.
No, but here's the thing. When you buy a used car,
Yes.
the default position, okay,
Yes.
the law says it's an as-is sale. Do you understand what the term as-is means?
Yes, I do.
It means that you can take it or leave it. This is what you're getting. So make sure you know what you're getting. Buyer beware. If you buy a car as is, you have to make all reasonable efforts to find out what's wrong with the car because it's going to be on you later. So some people, call them nerds, crazy people, I don't know, might test drive a car. Some people might take it to a mechanic and pay $100 and something before they pour several $1,000s into a used car. But you did not do either of those things, and now you're complaining. The only way a person in your position would be able to complain is if you are able to prove that there's something she said or did that took it out of the as-is law. And that means that she made some kind of specific warranty to you that she violated, or that she's fraudulent because she knew it. I've had people be able to prove that before. It's very rare. I actually had a guy who bought a car from somebody and then took it to a mechanic who was the same mechanic who had told that somebody that this car was going to go kaput in 20 days. So, yeah, that's different. Do you have any evidence to suggest that she defrauded you as opposed to that you're lazy?
Just the fact that she changed the radiator in itself proves that the car had an overheating issue.
Well, doesn't that prove that she addressed it? Because she took it and she fixed it?
But it wasn't, it didn't fix the problem.
Okay, but doesn't that prove that in her mind, it did? Because someone charged her and she paid them. You gotta be able to prove that there's something shady about her and her purchase. You think that if the car doesn't work, you get to return it. This ain't Macy's. You can't do that.
Well, I bought it
My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
Well, here comes the plaintiff with nothing.
Hey.
And, well, what are you thinking about this right now?
Well, you know, she didn't listen to all of the evidence and stuff, you know. I mean,
Yes, she did.
Okay, well, if you say she did.
She did. She heard you, but what did you learn? It's as is, as is.
That part I understand, but
that's the only part.
The part that was, what I'm trying to say is that if a car overheats, you usually fix the radiator or the thermostat, and that's what it had. It was internal.
Is it a good idea to buy a car based on how it looks to you?
No.
What should you have done?
Well, I could have took it to a mechanic, but he would have never assessed the problem right away. Yeah.
Okay. All right, head right down this way. All right, so step in here. Well, obviously you're happy with how this comes out. I know here. Turn around and.
Okay.
But put yourself in his shoes. How would you feel?
I feel bad for him, but you know, I saw it as is, and he didn't even take it for a ride or have a mechanic.
Here's the keys.
Yeah.
Take it for a drive and see how it is. He said, no, I don't have to.
If you were buying an as-is car, you would test drive it?
Definitely, I'd take it to a mechanic.
Okay. Harvey?
Okay, you can almost never undo an as-is deal with one exception if you can prove fraud, which means a material misrepresentation of a fact.